You don't know what to do with your hands.
I don't. I'm like,
these two video
games. How do I do like Crips and Bloods? Okay.
I could really throw it up, but I don't want to.
Shut up, bitch.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Come on, Zoom. Do you think this is the same woman that does like the Alexa voice? Is it one woman that does all the voices for every electronic device? Or is this like, so it's like monopolized? Or is it like different actresses and this is all she's known for is a Zoom voice?
Is it even a human? Is it just a robot voice at this point?
AI.
It could be, right?
Could be. Yeah.
Recording in progress.
It's me. I should have
You
told
sounded exactly like it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Everything's getting played by Marie. Everything's getting played by Marie.
Yo mama, everything's
Everything. Every button is being pushed and played. My mama's getting played. Sorry, mommy.
That actually hurt my heart. I haven't met her, but it hurt my heart. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm sorry.
I know. And she's such a sweet woman.
She's the sweetest woman in the
She
world.
deserves none of this.
From movies to video games, welcome to Marie Plays It All. Today's episode is Late to the Game, where my co-host Daniel forces me, that guy, to watch popular movies, which I embarrassingly haven't seen.
She hasn't seen not one popular movie that ever existed ever.
I haven't, and you will see it's kind of true.
That's not an exaggeration, people.
Hence why this show exists.
She watches the same 7 movies on repeat.
You don't know me. I do, though. I do. I'm like,
I
what
know.
movie do I feel like watching? Anyone? No. Comfy
No.
blanket movie. Let's watch a movie I've seen a billion times.
Also helps you not only appreciate new movies, but it also helps you, if you don't like them, you appreciate your older movies and understand why you stuck in the same area of the pool.
First off, I need to explain how I even know this man who's forcing me to watch stuff.
I feel so old. This man. What did I do?
This man, sir. And cut to that.
And white dissolve.
I met Daniel by being a guest on his podcast, Not a Strong Start.
That is correct.
Tell the world what Not a Strong Start is.
So Not a Strong Start is a podcast by filmmakers who talk movies, television, and occasionally get featured on other people's podcasts and basically put our biasness into every conversation and have our viewers buy into them, calling them truth.
I love it. I love the biasness. That's what really like got me pulled into it.
You can sit there and listen to other people that are unbiased and give a clear, non-judgmental view at movies, but why would you want that? You want to listen to other people that forces their opinion onto you. That's what Not a Strong Start
We
is.
want the truth. And after being a guest on Not a Strong Start a bunch of times, I realized that I haven't seen anything. These boys would talk about movies that they've seen. Oh, remember this happened in this movie. Remember this happened. I was just sitting there like, yeah. And then I think Daniel picked up on that a little bit. And
Yes, you did. I can tell because the enthusiasm waned a little bit. You get a little excited and then she get kind of quiet and then she starts staring off, looking at her clock saying, when is it time to get off? And that's when I was like, okay. So I started off with a little tiny list that she needed to watch. And it quickly grew into a giant list that Santa would say that's a long list. That's where it became. So we decided she needs a show dedicated to watching classic movies.
I'm down. I'm ready. I'm scared.
Let's do it. Yeah, you should be. You should be scared.
I'm very scared, but I'm ready to be off Santa's naughty list.
Good. You got to get back on the good graces. Yes. Because even Santa has a lot more time. You know, Santa only works about 1 month out of the year. I'm presuming he gets 11 months to just sit down and chill and watch a bunch of movies.
Maybe he should be my co-host. No, I was kidding.
Whoa! I already got replaced after 2 minutes.
Shots fired. I'm sorry, Daniel. I gotta like get you because I know you're gonna be coming at me with stuff. So I need to like take some
Get them
digs
in
right
now.
now.
I know. You already attacked my mom. Now you attack me.
Oh no!
What's next?
I can't.
You want to attack my English bulldog? He's just sleeping right now in his cage.
Oh, I swear I'm a nice person. I swear.
So the way that Late to the Game works is that I'm going to be introducing Marie to a movie that she hasn't seen. And I'm going to be asking her a series of questions that relate specifically to the movie that she has to answer without having any prior knowledge to what this movie is. And then we're going to pause, watch the movie, come back on, and then we're going to see how her questions fared. And then we're going to break down how the movie was for her in her opinion and how right or how wrong Daniel was.
Ooh, that part too. That's exciting. How right
Yeah.
and how wrong Daniel is. Okay. And it's going to be my unbiased opinion. So if you really like this movie, I'm going to come back with the truth, though, of how I felt.
You're gonna pop my tires.
You know, regardless if I like them or not, I'm excited to like.
Expand your horizon.
Yeah,
Expand
I'm
your
excited
palette.
I'm excited to expand my, did you say palette?
Yeah, your palette. Your
My movie palette, my film palette.
And it's not just going to be horror. It's going to be all over the spectrum of genres. This is where I get to have fun with it. And I'm also not going to just choose movies that are very heralded by critics. I may even be choosing
Good.
movies that are cult classics because they could be so bad. That's the fun part about this, is that I get to force Marie to watch movies. Yay! That's my favorite game ever. So
Yay! Okay, well, I'm ready. I'm ready to play already. So
all right,
what you got for me today? What you got? I'm so excited. Waited so long for this.
This one is one that I adore. I love this movie. I mentioned it once, I think, and Marie had no idea what I was talking about. So I realized right away she needs to watch this movie. Just to be at the conversation, talking about movies with Nas, she needs to be able to understand she needs to watch this movie. The very first movie is Young Frankenstein.
Oh, I'm kind of surprised this is the first movie because clearly I forgot all about it. Oh, geez. And you have questions for me about this? Oh, God. Daniel, I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. This is what the fun part is. So, Young Frankenstein. First of all, very first question. What's the movie about? What's the movie about, Marie? Please tell me. What is the movie about?
Young Frankenstein is about Frankenstein when he was young, or is it about like a Frankenstein when does he have a son? Is it about how he was created? Is it like, is he a child? Is it like a child Frankenstein? Is this black and white even? Is this a black and white movie or is this color? I don't know. Oh, you can't say.
That's what you're telling me. You tell me what it is. I'm asking the questions around here, Marie.
Okay. So Young Frankenstein. It's the journey of Frankenstein's youth or something.
Okay. Frankenstein's youth. Got it. And we see is it like a coming of age story? That's what you see?
Yeah, I don't see it going too well, but I see it. It probably could be.
What is the full name of the lead character?
The full name of the lead character.
Mm-hmm.
Does Frankenstein have like an actual? No, Frankenstein's not the guy, the beast. Oh, sorry. Frankenstein's monster. So so this is like Young Frankenstein's. This is like how he is going to become like a mad scientist guy. Is this what it's about? No, can't tell me, but I feel like I need to have a conversation. What is Frankenstein's full name? I'm guessing he actually has a full name, like legit, right? Yeah. Collingsworth von Frankenstein.
So he's got a last name for a first name. Okay, I like that.
Yeah. He seems like it's that day and age, like where the last names like his name should be like Van Helsing or something. Like that's a first name in this era.
Totally.
That I'm creating in my mind.
Okay. And this character is played by.
Oh, geez. I don't know actors' names. Clark Gable.
Oh, damn. You went old. Okay.
I feel like this movie is old, is it not?
We're going straight 19. Okay, we're going 50s.
Is it not from the 50s?
Where does this movie take place?
In the Bayou.
I love it. The Bayou is such a great setting for a movie.
No, but it's not the Bayou, but I imagine it being in some sort of swampy location.
Dr. Collinsworth. Where Dr. Collinsworth von Frankenstein lives at.
Or the hood. No, sure. Does he live in the hood? Is it Young Frankenstein? Like the leprechaun.
Young Frankenstein in the hood. Starring Clark Gable. Which famous filmmaker helped set their signature tone on this film?
Quentin Tarantino.
Directed Young Frankenstein, directed by Quentin Tarantino, starring Clark Gable. I love this movie.
Hey, but you know what though? A Young Frankenstein movie directed by Quentin Tarantino would be amazing.
It'd be amazing. I'd sign me up. I watch it right now. But who knows? This might be the movie. Maybe this is what I'm making you watch.
I'm getting all the eras. I'm mixing up the eras. It's like a potpourri dish of movie eras.
Which musical song does the monster tap dance to?
Is this an actual thing that happens in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, the monster.
I'm realizing you don't realize the genre of this movie.
I don't at all. What? There's no tap dancing in the bayou.
Well, there is in this one.
To the window, to the wall.
To the wall. Oh, skeet.
Motherfucker. That. Directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Yes, you were. I can't believe how right. You're a solid 5 for 5 at this point.
I know.
Amazing. I really think
Yeah.
that you already watched this and you already knew I was going to ask this question. How does the movie end?
He's gonna be old Frankenstein.
Okay.
And he's going to make the monster. And then the monster is going to kill him. And that's how it's going to end. And then he's going to feed his body. Frankenstein's monster is going to feed Frankenstein's body to the gators in the bayou.
Yes. You're so right on this.
And in the background, you're just going to hear
Little
the
John.
sweat drip down my
My balls. That the alligators are licking. They're eating the sweat off his balls.
I mean, it would be sweaty in the bayou.
I mean, I would imagine that's why they got swamp ass.
Poor Clark Gable.
Which famous song was inspired by this movie?
The Monster Mash.
You said that with zero doubt. The
No, I
Monster
don't-
Mash.
Graveyard
The
Smash.
And boy, was it a smash. The studio wanted to shoot this film in another way. What was that way?
Aromavision. No.
Smell-o-vision. Where you get those little
Sweat.
placards and you have to smell it. You
The
see
sweat drip
balls.
down my ball.
Oh, is that balls? Fun fact, I actually watched Revenge of the Nerds in Smell-o-vision. I remember back in the 90s, I think they gave like a little card and you'd watch it and you had to sit there and smell and you smell parts of the movie.
Are you kidding?
No. They did not
I
have
guess-
testicles on it though.
Thank goodness. But guess what, Daniel?
Huh.
I've never seen Revenge of the Nerds.
Do you see why we created this show? She's never seen anything. I'm convinced
No.
she's never seen a movie other than
You-
Blair Witch. She told me
Over
seen Blair Witch.
and over and over.
Add that to the list.
See, but you can't get mad at me anymore because now it serves a
Oh, no.
purpose. Me not seeing movies is a good thing.
The movie was originally conceived on another movie set. What was that other movie set that they were on?
Back to the Future.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, that was I like that reaction.
Actor Marty Feldman didn't require prosthetics or makeup for what?
Who the hell's Marty? Who's that?
Marty Feldman.
Marty
actor in the movie.
Feldman.
He's
He's an actor in the movie. I don't know what character he's being.
And he
He-
did not require prosthetics or makeup for what?
For the bolts coming out of his neck. Those are real.
Oh, okay.
Some people will say that those are fake.
Mm-mm.
Those are au natural bolts.
All right. I think so far, people, for those of you that have watched it, you see how much on a good path that Marie is towards already knowing this movie. she's right on track, you know. I'm ready to start up this Quentin Tarantino film and let's see how the soundtrack goes. So any thought, have you ever heard of this movie? Have you ever heard of this movie prior?
I think I've heard of it. I heard you talk about it. Well, not talk about it, but I've heard you mention it. And I think I knew of it, you know. It lived somewhere rent free in my brain at some point. But I clearly I know nothing. I'm going in blind.
With that, I present to you, Marie, Young Frankenstein.
Why would you lift?
What?
And we're back. We're back. That was perfect.
With Young Frankenstein. You had literally just hit the stop button just right now to hit record on this. How do you feel
Clearly.
how do you feel about the movie, Marie?
Well, first I had to go get changed, and so did you.
Yes,
'Cause-
naturally. Because it's so funny that we had a sweat in our shirts.
That's happened to me. I
Yeah.
was sweating. I was like, "Ooh, this scene with is Elizabeth and the monster at the end." I was like, she's like, "Woof."
And when she starts
Oh, God.
singing, hitting those high C's.
First off, I felt so dumb because I've seen this. I text you this. I have seen this movie cover a billion times in my life, and I was like, oh, I know this movie. Oh, I know this. Gene Wilder. I knew the whole time. My subconscious held it, like going to Blockbuster and seeing it there. I'm like, I've seen this so many times.
Not starring Clark Gable, directed by Quentin Tarantino.
That part I knew. It's very goofy, silly. I laughed out loud a few times. One of my most favorite bits was like the dead hand, and he's just like standing there like this, and he's
pretending like it's his, and he's filing, picking out the nails.
That was one of my most favorite parts, and I thought Gene Wilder was amazing. It was just like at the beginning when he's teaching a class, and I was like, I love him in this. He's so good.
Yes.
And I liked it. It was cute and funny and goofy and silly, and you can just put it on and watch, like, ha, and it's like not like a.
Yes, exactly.
You
it's
one you could
play. Yes. An intense stare. You
Yeah.
don't have to synchronize your sit when you sit down with that one.
No, we could be off kilter, and we could just
No, I loved it. I thought it's that one and Willy Wonka are my two favorite performances by Gene Wilder. I mean, he has so many other movies. Blazing Saddles he's really good in, but I think Young Frankenstein is just a good one. It's such a classic. And for somebody that needed to watch it, I highly recommended it for Marie.
Also, have never seen Blazing Saddles either.
I'm more surprised when you say you've seen a movie at this point.
Yeah,
I really am.
I mean,
okay, so
we're back.
And we're back. Wabba. Okay, so don't do that too much, because I'm gonna get out of focus on my camera. Let's get back to our questions. Where does the movie take place?
Transylvania.
What's the musical song that the monster tap dances to?
Putting on the Ritz.
Yes. How good was that scene?
That must have been hard because he had those like really high shoes on. Like I must have been I kept staring at those shoes, and I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to know that he's wearing like high shoes like that because he's supposed to be naturally tall. But I was like, that must have been hard. I wonder if they were heavy.
Oh yeah, they had to have been, right? And then they almost cut that scene. Gene Wilder had to fight Mel Brooks to keep the scene in.
Why?
I know. They just had too much comedy. They had too much jokes, and they had to tailor it down a little bit, and it was a little bit too long. So they removed a lot of jokes, and they said that Gene Wilder was laughing throughout so much of the movies at the other scenes that the characters would like, okay, like we have to stop. We got to get this on camera. So it was just a lot of laughter on set. If the blooper reels are legendary on this movie. Igor, it's Igor. It's so funny. It's typical Mel Brooks humor. The wordplay. The wordplay is classic Mel Brooks. Which famous song was inspired by the movie?
Okay, what is it? What is it? What's the song?
Aerosmith, Walk This Way. He thought the scene was so hilarious. Walk this way. Remember how he gives him the cane and he says, walk this way. And he gives him the cane and he walks like him too. And then Gene Wilder realized, fuck am I doing with this cane? Yeah. Really? Steven Tyler thought it was so hilarious. So they were trying to convince Mel Brooks to do it in color, but then they would make it black and white when they released it. They said they only wanted it in color to release it overseas. And he said, no. He said, because if you do, you're going to release it in color and you're going to lie to me. So they shot it only in black and white.
Nice. I loved it. I love the black and white.
The movie that this was originally conceived on when they were on the film set of Blazing Saddles.
Oh.
The actor Marty Feldman didn't require prosthetics or makeup for what?
I'm guessing his eyeballs.
Yes, correct. That's his real eyesight.
I didn't look him up to see like what he actually, but is that just what they look like?
That's what they look like. Those are his real eyeballs.
Hey, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if he was doing that type of thing. Like, so I know there's also some people that can like pop their eyeballs out, like of their, you know, how like you've seen that. So I was wondering if like he was doing that or if it was just like au naturel.
Try to pop your eyeballs out. You did it.
Remember when people used to flip their eyelids inside out? Oh my God, there's a Canadian school thing that kids used to do. Did you ever do it?
Yeah. Were you grossed out by it?
No, I just could never. I didn't. Can you do it still?
To do it here on camera? It's like,
don't do it, please.
I might have performance issues. Take that out. Inappropriate for your kids to listen to.
Yeah, and I thought everyone was so good in it. Phoebe's mom, man, I was like,
Yes.
I was like, it's Phoebe's mom.
Yes, I know. There's
I
a
know
movie
it.
that she's in that's really good, which I already know you haven't watched, called After Hours. No, you haven't seen it.
No.
But that one, she has a role in that movie, and she's really good in that one too. But she's a good actress. She did really good in this one. The whole on the wall, put the candle back, and he's there getting squished. It's so stupid. A roll in the hay, like everything, just wordplay. Mel Brooks usually makes a cameo in each of his movies, and he was going to in this one, but Gene Wilder convinced him not to. But he does have a small cameo because when they're riding in the carriage, you hear like a howling, and when they're saying a werewolf, that's Mel Brooks doing that.
Oh, okay. So he snuck in there a little bit.
Snuck
He was
in there a
able to
little
get
bit.
in.
Yeah.
Why did he not want him in there? Why did Gene Wilder say no?
I don't know. I didn't see that part, but he always has an appearance in everything, in most of his movies, if not all of them. But yeah, he didn't in this one.
Well, I appreciate you telling me to watch this. And oh yeah, I have one more note. Brain Depository. I thought that was so funny.
Oh yeah, Abby Normal.
Which is like after 5 p.m. slide the brain through the slot.
Is this one that you're going to recommend to other people? Is this one that you're going to play back, or is this one that you're just rage quitting?
Oh, I wouldn't rage quit this movie. You have to be a specific. You can't just really recommend this to anybody. It has to be a specific person. Like my dad, when I was talking to him, he liked it. He goes, "Oh, Mel Brooks," and he was like Frankenstein. Like he liked it. Like he
already knew the movie.
He knew it, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to find the right specific person, because a lot of people don't find that humor funny. Like there's like, oh, this is stupid or whatever. But I don't know. I liked it. I mean, I grew up on Monty Python, so it's like I get it. Like I felt it. It's like in me to like it. So
if you're a Monty Python fan, you're definitely a fan of Mel Brooks. That's how this show works. Late to the game. I recommend movies for Marie, whether they're really good classic ones or sometimes they're more infamous, knowing for how bad that they are, that they're still a joy to watch. We have some of those on the docket that'll be coming up. Continue to watch Marie's show.
Watch, I'm going to love them.
Oh, I hope
I'm
so, because I
love all those movies.
I love some of them. There's one in particular that I'm so excited to have you watch because it is, it's a doozy. So I'm excited for you to watch it. There's a couple of them actually.
Okay.
You don't know. You don't know which one I'm offering. It's going to be good. It's going to be bad.
I don't know. Daniel doesn't tell me anything beforehand.
Nothing.
Just let everyone know I know nothing. I go in blind. Hence why I'm making up random weird stuff about these questions. So I know nothing.
Exactly. The only thing that we synchronize is when we sit down in our chairs. That is it.
Yes. And no. Thank you for watching Replays It All. This is another episode of Late to the Game with my co-host Daniel. You can find our content on our YouTube channel, Not a Strong Start, and on IG and Twitter at Not a Strong Start, and anywhere you listen to your podcast. You can follow me on IG at Marie Plays It All.
You can follow Daniel at King_Sangre. Please hit those noties. Please hit those bells. We're going to continue to drop bonus content, and Marie's going to continue to dish out more of her show. So please continue to follow us at Not a Strong Start, but we have a lot of more material to talk about: television, movies, video games. We're talking everything.
And I'm so excited, Daniel, for you to force me to watch more movies and to talk about them and share them with all you guys. And yeah, so remember, never stop playing. Can't stop, won't stop.
Movies to video games.
You're like, what?